people, welcome to your favorite cooking show on TV, Food Clinic, and I'm your host for today. My name is Blue, and today we'll be making a very easy delicacy but yet very rich, and it's yam and fish sauce. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, I'll be introducing you to all our ingredients to make this delicious meal. Stay tuned. Welcome back. So I'm going to be introducing you to all our ingredients for this special delicacy. First and foremost, we have our yam here already sliced but not yet peeled, and here we have our tomatoes, of course vegetable, are very important and vital when making this dish. And most importantly, we have our fish. This is smoked Titus fish, already washed of course, but we are going to remove all the skin, the bones, and debone it, and then just mash it, and that's what we're going to use for this. And then we have our green beans here, we also have our carrots here, and then of course we have our pepper already blended, and we have our seasoning cubes here, and then we also have our salt to taste of course, and then we have our oil, also known as ororo, very important for this delicacy. So don't go anywhere. When we return, we'll start the cooking proper. Stay tuned.
That's yummy.
So right now we're going to be starting our cooking proper. First and foremost, we're going to peel our yams. So I'm going to be doing that right now. And then after that, I'll just chop it. So we all know most people actually use their yam peels rather, for alebo, or better still known as Yoruba call it alebo, yes, and we also call it powder or something for eating swallow soups and all that. So you can have your yam peels and then you dry them and use them for whatever it is you want to do with them. So I'm just going to peel this quickly and cut into pieces. Some people actually leave theirs this way, but I would like to cut mine into smaller sizes. So that's what we're doing right about now. I notice yam are quite expensive in the market these days. Everything is actually expensive though, but I thought yam was going to be an exception, but since it's not, there's nothing we can do. We still have to eat yams, you know. It can only get better. So I'm just washing this to make sure the sand is off it. And then I'll chop into smaller sizes and begin our cooking. Okay, this is my pot. I'm going to rinse with water. Then get this off here to create space. So I'll be chopping this in bits. Yam is one of the easiest meals to prepare ever. There's nothing difficult about preparing yam. It's just to peel off, wash, put in the pot, add your salt to taste, and that's it. So easy to prepare. I'm chopping this. And then I'll add water to it and salt to taste. So this is ready to put on fire. I'm just going to put this on fire, allow it to cook while I prepare my other ingredients for our fish sauce. So I'm going to be deboning the fish and then peeling off the skin as well. And then I'll mash it just to make sure it comes out pretty well. This is a Titus fish, smoked fish. You can use any kind of fish at all, as long as it's fish. That's why it's called fish sauce. Of course, you can use fresh fish as well. You can use smoked fish. You can use fried fish. You can use any kind of fish at all. So I'm just going to peel out the skin of this. I'm not going to use the head. I'm just going to put the head aside and then make sure I get all the bones out of the fish. We don't want to be eating yam and then using one hand to remove bones from fish, so that's why I'm doing this, so we don't have to stress ourselves while eating. You can use any kind of fish you want. It mustn't be Titus fish. You can use any kind at all. So I'm just going to use my hand to put this to pieces. I think I'm almost done with this. Yes, so there you go. I've removed the bones and I've also removed the back of the fish. And then now I'm going to be chopping our onions. Onions is very vital to the body, very good for the eyes as well. I know a lot of people know the importance of onions in every meal, of course. Onions is healthy for the body and healthy for the eyes as well. So I'm just going to chop this to bits. Right now, I'm going to move over to our carrots, our green beans, and also our tomatoes. So I'm just going to start with our green beans. All these are vegetables, of course, and vegetables are very vital to the body. So that's why I'm using vegetables, because yam is carbohydrate, yeah? So we need vitamins. We need to match this delicacy with some vitamins, and that's why I have to use vegetables for this particular meal. So I'm just going to be chopping this in bits. I'm giving this a very good chop. And then we move to the tomato. Most people don't like tomato at all, even onions. I know people that don't eat onions at all. Yeah, people actually don't, some people don't eat onions, but one thing they don't know is onion is very, very important and vital to the body. You need onions in your body, and of course it's very good for the eyes. So why won't you want something that is good for your eyes, you know? Onion is good for the body, good for the eyes. So I think it's one important ingredient that you shouldn't miss at all when cooking whatever it is you're cooking. There's no food that doesn't need onion in it. So I think to those who don't like onions, you should start reconsidering about that. So I'm just chopping this to small pieces. Our yam is boiling already, so I'm just going to be fast about this. Now it's time to chop our tomatoes. Tomato is actually very rich in vitamins and of course very essential to the body. This will make our sauce look very rich and nice, and that's why I have to use tomatoes. So our yam is boiling already. Still giving this chopped. So it's time for us to chop our carrots. And the first time I had this sauce was actually in Abuja. I went to visit a friend and this was what she offered me. How she came up with the recipe of the fish sauce with yam. And she said it's just something she loves to eat. Her mom actually cooks it, and that's how she got to learn the recipe. And so, voila, and she started making it. It was so nice. And I said, okay, I was going to try it. So here we go. I'm sure mine is actually going to taste better than hers once I'm done with this. So I'm still chopping our carrots. Carrots is actually a vegetable as well, so we actually need it here to complement the yam. Yam is purely carb, of course, so we need vegetables in this to complement it. Of course, we need to eat balanced diet, so that's why we're having this in our meal today. So I'm almost done with the chopping, and then we go over to make our sauce for the yam. So a lot of people like to eat carbohydrates throughout the day. They eat rice, they eat yam, they eat spaghetti, they eat noodles all in one day. I mean, that is not balanced actually. You don't need so much carbs in your system. So what you do is, most times or maybe a few times, you can get these vegetables like carrots, tomatoes, green beans, fish as well. Just make it like a spice, just to spice up your meal, and that will give you the balanced diet that your body requires. You don't need to go about eating just one particular kind of meal every day, day in, day out. Nigerians are very fond of that. They can eat rice from Monday to Sunday. They don't get tired of eating rice stew. They don't add vegetables, they don't take fruits, they don't take lots of things that will give their body proper nourishment. So I think once in a while, you should add vegetables to your cooking, and also take lots of fruit as well. That will give you the needed things your body needs rather, to keep it healthy and strong. So I'm still on this, still chopping our vegetables. That's why we have to merge this with vegetable, because we can't just have yam alone. So we need these vegetables in this meal to make it a balanced diet.
That's yummy.
So our yam is ready, and now it's time to do our frying. So we're going to be putting our oil. We're going to be putting our oil on fire and then allow it to come to a boil. We'll let it get hot. Then we'll start frying everything that we need to fry to make our sauce come out nicely. So I need to pour out the water from the yam so it doesn't get soggy. So we are 2 minutes away from eating our delicious yam and fish sauce. Stay tuned. The oil is not hot yet, so we're just going to wait for that to get hot, and then we start frying our vegetables. So our oil has come to a boiling point, and then we're going to put in our onion first. And now our tomatoes goes in next. Okay, I just want this to fry for a bit. I want the tomato to get dry together with the onion. That's why it's going in second after the onions. I'll just give this a very good stir. I'll give it like 2 minutes, and then I'll add the remaining vegetables, and then our fish will go in as well, and then our seasoning cubes, of course, and not forgetting our pepper too. This looks nice already. Our vegetables, carrots, it's looking colorful already. And our green beans as well, it's going into. It smells nice already. Can't wait to eat this. So I'm going to be giving this a good stir. So while this is frying, I'll put in our salt to taste, and then also our seasoning cubes will go in as well. And of course, pepper. I love spicy food, so I'm going to add a bit more of pepper to this to make it spicy. Once the food is spicy, you'll be able to eat it properly without wanting to throw up. So that's why I like enough spice in my food. And I'll give this a good stir. Okay, so now we're putting in our fish, which is the most important ingredient in this meal, because of course it's called the fish sauce and yam. This meal is actually very popular, very popular here in Nigeria. I don't know about other countries. It doesn't depend on tribe and all that. It's just a normal meal that everyone wants to prepare, or everyone loves to eat in their homes. Very easy to prepare, and of course cheap as well. Just yam, vegetables, and then fish. That's all. You can get the cheaper one, any one of your choice, whatever it is you can afford. Man, to get this meal, it's your choice. It all depends on you and what your pocket can afford. So this will be ready in few minutes. Looks nice already. Very nice. You need to see this. So I'm just going to cover it and allow it to simmer for 2 minutes, and then our food will be ready. I think you should try this at home, of course. It's very easy to prepare.
That's yummy.
So our meal is almost ready, and in a few minutes time we'll be testing it. Come to think of it, have you noticed how expensive yam is in the market these days? I mean, yam used to be like a very, very cheap commodity in the market, very cheap. But now, to get a tuber of yam, it's almost 2,500, 3,000 naira. Very expensive. It's on the high side right now. Even common people don't even eat yam these days because of how expensive it is. Anyways, I pray and we also hope, we believe that things get better in Nigeria, because the economy is becoming something else and lots of people are struggling to eat just once in a day, not talk of 3 times. I mean, it's very difficult right now for a lot of people, and we hope the government do something very quickly about this situation. People are suffering. There is hunger in the land, and we hope very soon everything comes to an end. So right now, we're going to be testing this. Oh my god, it looks really nice. Very, very nice actually. You will love to try this, trust me. So let me just put this here. Tastes really good, really good. Okay, I think this is ready. So when we come back from this break, I'm going to be giving you a honest review and opinion about this delicious yam and fish pepper sauce. Don't go anywhere.
That's yummy.
Welcome back, people, and as you can see, our delicious yam and fish sauce is ready. And right now, I'm going to be testing this to give you a honest review about this. Forget about the fact that I made this. I'm going to be honest about it. So I'm going to test this and then tell you if it's something you can prepare at home for your children, your husband, or whosoever. So stay tuned as I test and then give you a review. Looks nice and yummy.
That's yummy.
This is actually delicious, to be honest. So out of a 10, I'm going to be giving this a 9.5 over 10. I would have given it a 10 over 10, but of course you say I'm being partial because I made this. But seriously, this is something you should try at home for your family, even for events. You can also try this. So don't forget to follow us on all of our social media handles displaying on your screen right now. Until I come your way again next time on Food Clinic, I remain your host, Blue. Bye for now.